Previous weeks, you mentioned the advantages and disadvantages. Could you expand on them further?
Yeah, I could. I think last week, no, the first week we did this, you asked me about advantages and disadvantages, and since it was my first week, I was a bit nervous, so I didn't say everything that I had written down. So yeah, I can expand on that. I feel like we've talked a lot about how music therapy helps and how it's good, and I'm sure there are questions where people are wondering, is there any disadvantages to it? Well, there is. It obviously depends on the person, which is why there's various other therapies out there as well. So if this doesn't work, there's other therapies. But I'm just gonna start with a story first, just for a bit of context, and it's to do with how music helps, and then I'll link to how it possibly could not help, just to set the scene for you guys. So I want to share with you an experience that I was given in my first year of university. So there's a charity organisation, and they reached out to one of my lecturers to ask if any of the music students, like myself, would like to volunteer and sing some classic theatre songs with some dementia patients. And as soon as I saw that email, I was up for it. So I took roughly a 20-minute ride from the campus train station once a week to meet up with these amazing people, and it was nice to hear their life stories during the little breaks that we had between singing the songs. So yeah, they shared a lot of wisdom with that. But even though in this story music helped patients to continue in remembering certain memories, memory triggering in general is partly to do with our survival instinct, as we can process sound quicker than we can see. So in the case of a PTSD patient, they wouldn't want to remember certain things. So that's when music therapy would not be good for them. It depends, again, on the patient. And also in case of, depending on what the song is, and applying that to any age, listening to the wrong type of music can cause the person distress and heightened anxiety, especially certain lyrics that can represent a negative mindset, which increases a person's sadness. So yeah, but that's like most of the disadvantages, like they're the main ones. But there are some advantages. So music helps not only with physical growth, which I have mentioned in previous weeks, but also social growth. So for example, music therapy has been shown to help people with autism to improve their social interactions, verbal and non-verbal communication, and social emotional reciprocity, I think I said that right, which involves back and forth communication with others, sharing interests, and knowing how to respond to others and when to respond to them. Finally, music helps with pain management and healing because it reduces stress. So when you begin to relax more, you heal quicker as you listen to music, because when you listen to music, it releases something called endorphins, which are hormones in the brain that can block pain, improve mood, reduce stress, and trigger feelings of euphoria, which is that feeling of intense excitement and happiness. This can apply to athletes as they need the motivation to continue improving on their skills, as it can be quite stressful due to the amount of training that they have to go through and how that can affect them physically. So yeah.